We've done this so many times and I still have
I know,
trouble
getting
hitting the
started.
live button.
The
Goodness.
technology.
I know.
That's
Good
exactly right.
morning, Antoinette.
Good morning. How are y'all?
Doing
Good.
good.
We're so glad you're here. Thank you. I'm so excited because Guardian Ad Litem, this program is something I've been curious about for a long time. And I'm so grateful to our neighbor and friend, Karen Burke, for connecting us so that we can all learn today. Thank you.
Yes, Erin. I'm so grateful she got us to you ladies.
Yes.
Yay.
Okay. Well, we're going to dive right in. So, guys, thank y'all so much for joining us this morning. We are here with the lovely Antoinette, who is going to tell us a little bit about the Guardian Ad Litem program and how you can get involved if you're so moved. So, Antoinette, let's start with just the basics. Tell us, what is the Guardian Ad Litem program?
So when people hear guardian ad litem, I want the phrase "a child's voice in court" to come to mind. When DSS files a petition alleging abuse or neglect of a child, the judge appoints a guardian ad litem child advocate along with an attorney advocate and a staff member to provide advocacy through a team representation model. So this team actually speaks to the best interest of the child, and our staff actually equips the community volunteers to be able to do this work.
Okay, so this is so interesting. So, Antoinette, the team, then you've got this child who is in crisis, right? Where someone in their life has been accused of wrongdoing, right? Accused of harming them in some way, and so they need a voice. So the team then consists of this volunteer, community volunteer, which is something that any one of us could be involved in. And then who are the people on your end? Will you repeat that for me?
So we'll have our attorney advocate, Cindy Quay, is our attorney who works alongside of us.
Okay.
She speaks up in court and represents the case there and prepares testimony and all of that. And then a staff member. I have two guardian ad litem supervisors. Chuck Gilliott covers Carteret and Pamlico counties. Alicia Eubanks covers Craven County. So they're assigned to work with that volunteer. Right now, because we're so short staffed, some people are lucky enough to get me, the district administrator, to be the one on the team with them.
I was about to ask your title. So, okay, great. District administrator.
So knowing that, it sounds like that this calling is so incredibly worthwhile that you've got these kids who need an advocate. So you guys have got the team of, you've got the attorney and the staff member. You need volunteers from the community to come forward. What specifically is the role of that person from the community?
So as a volunteer, they'll visit the child each month. They'll conduct interviews of different people involved in the case in the child's life to find out the facts. They'll read reports. They'll monitor the judge's court orders. They'll collaborate on a team to serve that child's best interest. And most importantly, they'll formulate a fact-based court report and testify to it to tell the judge what's in best interest. So as a volunteer, not only are they the voice of a child in court, they're also the eyes and ears of the judge. And so you hit on a great point when you said it's a very unique volunteer experience. It's not a show up once. It's not a show up for 2 months. This is an ongoing volunteer experience where we'd like for people to commit to 1 to 2 years with us, because we want them to stick with that child and that child to know them as a consistent in their life during this period while everybody else is changing out a lot, right? It requires a background check. That is a criminal record check, a sex offender check, 3 references, and an interview, because there are really, really good-hearted people who might not be the right fit. I know somebody who's the right fit.
So, Antoinette, if someone is watching right now and they're feeling called to learn more about becoming a volunteer, how do they inquire? How do they reach out to you and your program to get more information?
They can call us at 252-639-3232 or 252-504-4525. They can also go to our website for more information, which is volunteerforgal.org.
This is so interesting.
All 100 counties, ladies. So anybody watching, we are in all 100 counties.
Okay.
I was curious.
That's really good.
Okay.
So Antoinette, I know this is kind of anecdotal, but like people who have volunteered and served in this capacity, what do you hear from them? What do they say about the impact it has on their lives?
When they adore the kids. They adore being able to play with cooing babies, play school with adolescence and being able to help those children who may be getting ready to turn 18 to prepare for adulthood. The most rewarding thing for them is the fact that they're able to build this relationship to really understand a child and speak up for somebody who in these rooms, sometimes we tend to forget about the kids, right? So we're making them the center. That's one thing they find rewarding. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm not asking you to come work in a broken system. I'm asking people to come work in a broken system because we understand that our work cumulatively as an organization actually creates change in the system for our kids. This is a way for community volunteers, and this is something volunteers love too. It's their way of saying, this is how we take care of our kids. How we protect our kids.
This is I feel so inspired. This is amazing. And Antoinette, what do the kids say? I mean, what's from the perspective of these kids that you guys serve, what's the impact on having this person from the community come in and volunteer their time on the behalf of these kids?
So research has shown that one positive person in a child's life can change the whole trajectory of their life, right? For our kids, it's my special friend. Kids don't mind telling people who we are to them. They want us to come to their school and meet their friends or come to their games. It means a lot to them. And for some kids, there's some we have who are saying, you're the only person I'm going to talk to right now. You are their person. They know you're there for them, and they really they for the most part they appreciate that. Now there are some children who are going through a lot of trauma, have trust issues, and they might not open up to you. What we realize is they've been through a lot in their life, and we're there for a time period in their life, so it might not look like it now, but I can guarantee you those kids come back and pull information out that you told them. How do I know? I remember purchasing my house in 2020. And at the time, I was not the district administrator for Guardian at Litem. I had left, went to Habitat, and I was just still volunteering. And this car stopped, and this kid runs out, Miss Antoinette, Miss Antoinette. And I'm looking like, oh my God, what's going on? Y'all, it was one of my kids. She remembered me. She wanted me to know that she was back in school, that what she was doing with her life and where she was going. And so we may not see it then, but they definitely remember.
Absolutely. So this is a volunteer opportunity that is so much more than just showing up and it's a lifelong opportunity to change someone's life.
Right. Where your impacts are, the person who you advocate for is going to feel the impact of that love and advocacy for years and years to come. That's a really exciting thing.
For the families who are able to reunify, the kids who are able to reunify with their families, because we do believe children do best with their families of origin, if at all possible, right? That means something to those families too. We don't always agree with what parents want or what they say, but they respect the fact that we're coming truthfully on behalf of your child.
That's so special. Antoinette, before we ask our final question, I'm selfishly curious, what has been the most rewarding part of all of this for you, of being a part of the GAL program?
The volunteers. Honestly, it's the volunteers, their dedication, how they show up. And it's not just them showing up. I have many that'll call and check on me. It's the relationship that really has made the biggest difference for me.
Oh, gosh, that's really neat, Antoinette. Thank you for,
Yeah.
I feel like I've learned so much just through this short conversation and really understand an opportunity that's out there that is both rewarding and impactful. And what's the better combination than that, right?
And to have someone like you who's a voice for this program is really special too. It's so clear that you're passionate about it and believe in it too. So my heart feels warm after even just 10 minutes hanging out with you.
I recruited you. I'm hoping
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I love that. You're very effective, Antoinette.
Absolutely.
That is for sure. That is for sure. Well, so Meg, why don't you ask Antoinette our final question? So we have one final question for you, Antoinette, and we ask all of our guests the same question. And we are curious, what is saving your life right now?
My kid, really.
Oh.
My 7-year-old, and the fact that she's becoming a young woman. And I'm going to brag. My kid's going to be able to finish all of her high school courses by the first semester of senior year, and it's going to be taking college courses, and she's responsible, and she's
Go girl.
it's like mom. So I'm really excited about my kid.
Well, I mean, Antoinette, I mean, raise your hand if that surprises you at all that
Nope.
Antoinette's raising a rock star. I
Nope.
mean, yes, just knowing you for this short amount of time, it's clear that you do an excellent job at anything you touch. So I'm sure she's going to do incredible things. And I love that. I love how proud you are of her, rightfully so. Thank you. Thank you for joining us this morning, Antoinette. And we will post all the information so that hopefully we can help be a conduit to bring some more folks into your organization because man, how incredible. Thank you for everything you do.
Thank y'all. And I hope to see you around town sometime.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Antoinette.
Thanks, Antoinette.
See ya.
Bye.
I just want to hang out with her for 4 more hours.
Every day.
She's wonderful.
Can she just tell me what to do?
Honestly. That was
Her
really
energy was insane.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Really.
I feel like it shows even through a computer screen when
Yeah.
people are passionate about what they do.
Yeah.
That was interesting. I had honestly not heard of that program in our area before. So that was really great to learn more about it and hear the impact that.
Yeah, I've heard. I know my friend Sydney has I know been involved with that, and then Karen. I mean, it's so interesting how you hear these things, but I really didn't fully understand.
Sure.
I'm embarrassed to say what all it entailed, and golly, and I have a whole new respect for the folks who volunteer there. That's a big undertaking, and
Yes,
I can't imagine how rewarding that is to know what an impact you're having.
absolutely.
Ooh, man,
Good one. So again, we'll post all of the resources in the comments here if anyone
Yeah.
feels led to learn more. But in the meantime, do you have something that's saving your life?
Gosh, I think that what's saving my life is, we had a really busy week last week. We were in Las Vegas at that conference learning. And I think I'm so grateful to go and have the opportunity to get a different perspective on things. It's so easy to become insulated and only think about your market or what's happening locally and that kind of thing. And to get a larger perspective, I think was really great. And you guys, it's so fun to leave and it's so fun to come home.
1000%.
Yeah. So I'm glad
Yeah.
to be home.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm
Yeah.
with you. I think what's saving my life is the same thing, just being home. We have a little over a month before our wedding. So we've made a pact. Me and my fiance have made a pact to each other to just try and stay home as much as possible, just to chill a little bit because we know it's about to get
Smart.
crazy with a fun event. So I think being home is saving my life too.
I love that. Yay. Well, we hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and that you enjoy being home as well.
Yay.
Thanks so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye.